Mundus is not experienced as a grand design. To those who live inside it, it feels like life pushing back. People in Mundus do not wake up knowing they inhabit a layered universe or a philosophical structure. They wake up hungry, afraid, loving, angry, hopeful. They build homes. They bury their dead. They argue about meaning because the world refuses to explain itself fully. Most beings first know Mundus as a hard place to stay alive. This is the mortal veil, the world of bodies, time, and erosion. Here, the world resists you. Bodies fail. Time grinds down everything you build. Even joy feels temporary, as if it is already slipping while you hold it. No one escapes this pressure. Strength does not remove it. Faith does not remove it. Intelligence does not remove it. Slowly, people notice something unsettling. Acts of kindness do not spare people from loss, and acts of cruelty do not reliably bring ruin. In the mortal veil, suffering and survival do not follow moral lines. Those who endure longest are often not the most virtuous, but those who manage to remain themselves while pressure accumulates. Someone who breaks at the first loss collapses inward. Someone who adapts, even badly, continues. Cultures grow around this misunderstanding. Some call it justice, some call it fate, some call it divine will. In truth, the world is not judging anyone, it is pressing. It presses everyone equally and keeps only what holds together. Death, when it comes, feels final to those left behind. In the mortal veil, death looks like an ending, a body cooling, a voice gone silent, a space that never quite closes. Within Mundus, death is neither punishment nor mercy. It is a test of structure. Some pass through death leaving only warmth and memory. Others leave something heavier, a presence, a pattern, a coherence that does not immediately dissolve. Those who do not fall apart become something else. Beyond the mortal veil lies the reflective realm. Those who endure death without losing themselves awaken here as reflective beings. Existence in the reflective realm feels like living inside your own thoughts. Reality behaves the way belief behaves in the mortal world. Ideas have weight. Convictions form foundations. Doubt destabilizes the ground. A reflective being that contradicts itself too deeply does not merely feel confused. Its world fractures. Homes crumble. Landscapes blur. Identity splits. Here, believing something is not enough. You must be able to carry it without tearing yourself apart. Those who cling too tightly to a single idea become frozen, perfect, unchanging, and doomed. Those who abandon meaning entirely dissolve back into the current of existence. What survives are minds that can say, "This matters to me, but it is not everything." Fragments from the reflective realm leak downward. Myths, religions, half-true philosophies. These are echoes of thoughts that once held together briefly and then did not. Mortals build entire civilizations on these fallen pieces, never knowing their source. Farther still lies the harmonium. This is not a realm of lives or thoughts, but of enforced balance. Beings who exist here are known as harmonic beings, and for them, restraint is not a virtue, it is survival. Here power is not exciting, it is dangerous. Too much force collapses systems, too little allows decay to spread. Every action carries weight, every imbalance demands response. Harmonic beings do not correct out of anger, they do not intervene out of mercy. They adjust reality because imbalance cannot last. When a civilization below expands without limit, collapse follows. When stagnation poisons everything it touches, renewal arrives. To those living in the mortal veil, this feels like fate, sudden ruin, unexpected rebirth, inexplicable turns in history. No one sees the hands redistributing the weight. No one hears the calculations being made. At the deepest level of Mundus lies the silent dominion. There is no throne here, no ruler, no god watching with intention. Instead, there are the Primordials, minds so vast that their disagreements bend reality itself. They do not speak, they do not command, they think, and existence curves around those thoughts. One urges growth without limit, another urges restraint and conservation, another refuses interference altogether, another attempts to translate meaning downward, breaking it into stories and symbols lesser minds can survive. They never fully agree. That disagreement is the reason Mundus exists at all. If the Primordials ever reached perfect harmony, nothing would explode. Nothing would end dramatically. Everything would simply fall silent. Lower beings feel these tensions as instincts, fears, ambitions, and values. Entire cultures unknowingly align themselves with one side of an argument they will never hear spoken. From inside Mundus, none of this is clear. What people know is this: life hurts, but its pressure follows patterns rather than whim. Belief shapes action, but never absolutely. Power works, but only while restrained. History feels guided, but never explained. Most beings misunderstand the universe completely. That misunderstanding is not a flaw. It is how Mundus functions. What mortals call truth has already passed through pain, culture, memory, and error before it reaches them. Ideas that allow people to endure tend to persist longer than accurate ones that leave them unable to hold themselves together. So Mundus continues, not because it is perfect, not because it is just, but because amid pressure and confusion, some patterns keep holding together. And as long as they do, the world does not fall silent.